Hello? Yes, are you a Muslim, my friend?
Yes, I'm Muslim, Alhamdulillah.
All right. So we are talking about the light of Allah. This is our topic for today. Extinguish the light of Allah. The Quran says they try to extinguish the light of Allah.
Oh, because my friend told me that I could join and talk about the Bible.
Oh, you want to talk about the Bible?
No, I just want to talk about. I want to clear up a misconception, actually, more than debate or talk about it.
No problem. But you see, actually what by mentioning the Bible, you just get us a good, let us say, good connection, because the light of Allah is the Bible too, isn't it? Allah is the one who sent the Bible.
The God in the Bible. I mean, if you want to talk it technically, the attributes in the Bible are not mentioned. In the Bible, it's a triune God. In the Quran, it isn't. But,
yeah,
but
this is not what I'm saying now. I'm saying if Allah, He sent His light, and the light of Allah, they try to extinguish it. Is it Allah is the one, according to Muhammad and according to you, according to Quran, is the one who sent the Bible, the Injil?
Yeah, but that's not the topic I want to, or the question that I'm going to bring up, really, to be honest.
Yeah, but you see here, we have a very weird thing, because the Quran, when the Quran says they try to distinguish the light of Allah, and Allah will never allow it, and then we find the Muslims saying that the Bible is corrupted, but isn't it the Bible is from the light of Allah, supposedly, and the Torah too?
Yeah. But I'm going on the premise that the Bible is true, but I'm bringing you a different question, to be honest, different from the topic itself, because I wasn't aware of the topic.
Why you are not trying to think with me for a second? You are just focusing on the question you have in your mind, but
yeah, because
you don't want to think with me for a second.
I'll focus you, because my question is really small and really quick to get over.
Go ahead.
I'll answer. Yeah. So so Deuteronomy 18:18 is talking about Jesus, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
Assuming Christians use this as a way that the Old Testament prophesies Jesus, and that a prophet will rise among your fellow Israelites. They use this as a way to prove that Jesus will rise as a prophet among the Israelites. Correct?
Well, for me, my friend, the Bible have hundreds of prophecies. All of them, they fit with Jesus.
Yeah.
And even if this one is about Jesus or not, that will change nothing. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, but this one is about Jesus. I mean,
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay. This one does talk about Jesus, and there are many other verses, as you mentioned, that do talk about it. So when Jesus
is not mentioned by name there, right?
Yeah, not by name.
Okay.
Not by name.
Just to make it clear.
So
okay, continue.
Yeah, so Jesus has been prophesied to rise as a prophet among their fellow Israelites in the Old Testament.
Okay.
So going off this premise, Jesus in the Christian doctrine is a prophet, a Messiah, and God. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in Luke, if we want to go off that premise, in Luke 13:33, it says, "No prophet can die outside of Jerusalem." But as far as I'm aware, in Matthew and the Gospel of John, it says that Jesus did die outside of Jerusalem. I want to clear up that misconception.
Yeah, my friend. First of all, out of Jerusalem, there is the when we say I am from Jerusalem, doesn't mean I am exactly in Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is a city and there is a province of it and whatever is around it. And if you go and see where the cross is located, you will see this is in Jerusalem. So it is inside Jerusalem. In the same time, it is not inside Jerusalem, which means it's not behind the walls. So like there is an area, it's called Jahannam. Jahannam is where they used to throw dead bodies, even garbage, or etc. This is what the Quran take from the word Jahannam. So, but this is part of the town. And in the same time, my friend, in the same time, when the Bible describes Jesus as a prophet, or God is the first prophet. Maybe you do not know that. Do you understand that God is the first prophet?
God is the first prophet, yes.
Okay. So when Jesus is a prophet, because simply all prophecy is coming from God.
Yeah.
So God, he prophesied to his prophet. The prophet here, the average one we know, which is not God, one like the human like me and you, is the one who been taught by God to tell the prophecy which is coming from God, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so what is now? What is it? What's your problem?
So the problem here is that you've presented me a contradiction, man.
How?
Because when you say he also died inside and outside of Jerusalem, that's when it becomes a contradiction. Because biblically, when Jesus was referring to Jerusalem, he was referring it to as a city, not as an area or a region. But
Well, it's a city. It's, when I say a
region,
region, my friend, I don't say, I'm not talking about 10,000 mile away. We are talking about the same city. It's still the same city.
But he did outside. No, he died outside the city.
No, it's not.
He did. No, I mean, according to your scholars, he did die outside the city.
My friend, whoever scholars they can say, but this is part of the city. When they want to kill somebody, where the court was?
The court of the Pharisees.
Yeah, no, the court of the Roman. This is the Roman court.
Jerusalem,
Huh?
Inside Jerusalem.
Okay, and where he was arrested?
Inside Jerusalem, but where he died.
And
outside.
where they took him?
They took him outside Jerusalem.
Yeah, if we go right now in the map, if we go right now in the map and see what is the distance between the palace and the cross location, how many 100 kilometers it is?
I mean,
my friend, this is a failure. This is a failure attempt. This is a failure attempt from you.
No, but let me speak.
I'm letting you to speak. So I'm asking you how far it is from the place where the court happened to the place where the cross happened. And then we will find a very short distance to the point they are walking, right? They took a trucks and they walk, right? So it's a walking distance. Is that in Jerusalem or it is in different place?
Technically, it is not a walking distance.
It's not up to you. It's not up to you to say to me. It's not up to you to say, okay, I will go with you. I will go with you.
It's not up to you.
No, I will use your logic. No, it's not up to me. It's up to what the Bible says. It's not up to you. So listen carefully.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen. When Muhammad, he says, Allah, he sent Muhammad to Mecca and what is around it. Is Pakistan around it?
Is Pakistan around Mecca?
Mm-hmm.
No. But is Pakistan inside Mecca?
I will go with your logic. And you are saying to me, if Jesus, he died 1 mile away from the court, that will not make him die inside Jerusalem. But when Allah he say, okay, hold on. When Allah he said, Allah he sent Muhammad to Mecca and what is around it. Is that make Muhammad bring in a contradiction or confirming himself to be a prophet for all mankind?
No, what Muhammad here was using is the language of the Arabs when he was saying around Mecca, but in the Bible, say around.
So here you see the hypocrisy. Here you see the hypocrisy. Listen carefully. So when the Quran, okay, hold on. How you know that the Quran is meaning when we say around Mecca, it does not mean around Mecca. It's mean Pakistan. How you know that?
Yeah. I'll respond to that when you let me respond to the second point that you made about Jerusalem. So when the Bible says that no prophet can die outside of Jerusalem, you can say that this was meant metaphorically or not literally, but you have no proof for that.
First of all, my friend, hold on.
Yeah.
You don't understand the verse. Because if you are saying, do you agree with it that no prophet should die out of Jerusalem?
Not necessarily I agree with it, but according to the biblical narrative, Jesus is not a prophet, nor he died outside, nor he died. Because
can you read for me can you read for me the verses you mentioned?
Luke 13:33.
Okay, read it for us.
Read it for you? Okay, fine. Okay, no, that's Deuteronomy. In any case, I must press on today and tomorrow and the next day, for surely no prophet can die outside of Jerusalem.
And what happened?
He died outside of Jerusalem.
Read the verse read the verse.
After it?
Yeah, you said he died outside of Jerusalem, right?
Jerusalem.
Okay, did you ask him what is Jerusalem for him?
I mean, Jerusalem, according to you, Jerusalem is also outside of Jerusalem, but I'm saying Jerusalem is a city.
Jerusalem, my friend, you see here we see the game. So when we want, we understand that Mecca, what around it, mean even Pakistan. When we want that if a mile away from the middle of Jerusalem, not even from the wall of Jerusalem, that is not Jerusalem. This is your logic.
Technically, he did send a message to Mecca and it. He sent a message to the whole world, so there's no problem.
No, it says here, he sent it first.
Yes.
Okay, I will go with you. You have your Quran with you?
Yes.
All right. When you say that Allah, he sent him to Mecca and to the whole world, isn't it the Quran says we never send a messenger except to speak the tongue of his own people?
Yes, to speak the tongue of his own.
Okay, so now we have a verse saying that to Mecca and what is around it, and we have other verse saying that we never send ever, and this is sent to Muhammad himself, which Muhammad is included. We never send a messenger unless he speak the tongue of the people, so he might make it clear for them. Do I agree with that?
Well, how are we gonna reconcile that with we sent Muhammad as a mercy to mankind? Yes.
Well, aren't people
However,
of Mecca,
when you say
aren't people of Mecca from mankind, or they are different species?
yeah, everyone is from everyone on earth is from mankind.
Okay,
but
so,
I don't know how.
So
I
your
don't
answer,
like
your answer. No, here we see you are trying to find a contradiction. So if Jesus he died 1 mile away from the court, that does not make him die in Jerusalem. This is your opinion. Now, when we find the Quran saying that Allah he sent Muhammad to Mecca and what is around it, and then we find the Quran confirm that he never ever sent a messenger except from his people, and look with me the word people there. He have to be from the people, and the message have to be in the tongue of the people. So if Muhammad he was sent, he have to be sent to his people, and his people not even the Arab, they are Quraysh. And he have to speak in the tongue of Quraysh. And here we confirm that Muhammad he claimed that he received 7 Quran, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. 7 Quran, is that because people of Quraysh, they speak 7 Arabic?
No, because people around him were speaking
okay.
other dialects.
So look what happened now. Your prophet himself saying that even the Arab are not Arab. The Arab, they need 7 Arabic language. They are totally different. 7 Arabic because they cannot handle it. If it's the same, then why we need to make 7 Quran? So now we have a prophet who was sent to Mecca and what is around it, and suddenly Mecca and around it became Pakistan, India, China, Germany, for you in your logic. Same time, Allah will never send a messenger unless speaks the tongue of the people, and his people are Quraysh. He is from Quraysh. He speaks the tongue of Quraysh. And now suddenly that the tongue of his people is Pakistan for you. In the top of that, Muhammad he claimed that Allah, when he sent the Quran, he sent it in 1 Arabic, but he said to Allah, that doesn't work because my people they cannot handle it, which is very stupid to say, and I will let you explain that to me if you wish. Okay. So they cannot handle it, so he insists to receive 7. And now we go back to the Bible. So Jesus, he walked 500 meters away or 1 mile away from the court. That make him out of Jerusalem.
Yes.
How that work with you? You see your hypocrisy?
Because I'm going by the biblical verse itself.
No, both of them, they are saying the same thing. No, you know, you see, when you say I'm going by biblical, no, you see, okay, you see here, when I say to you that the Quran was sent to the people of Mecca and what is around it, in a 2 second, you switch the word to what is around it to be even Pakistan.
I said we could go by that logic and there would be no problem, but you proved that there would be a problem, and I'm going to solve it for you now.
What logic? How you solve it? Go ahead.
Okay, so when you mentioned me this verse, we did not send any messenger except speaking in the language of his people, stated clearly for them, right? So when you say that, when Allah says what's around Mecca, obviously it would not mean outside Arabia, because that would mean that the prophet was speaking in other languages. But reconciling that with this verse, it could mean that the cities around Arabia or inside Arabia, because he would be speaking in their language. Now I want to see you defend the Bible.
No, here, hold on. You see, I already answer you, because this is your understanding. It's a silly understanding. It's not true.
It's not my understanding.
No, this is your understanding. This is your understanding. This is your understanding. Because it's still this is Jerusalem. Still this is Jerusalem. Listen carefully.
It's not Jerusalem.
It is Jerusalem.
Because it's not inside the city.
Well, the city is not just a wall.
I'm telling you,
It's not up to you.
My friend, listen.
My
when
friend,
you want to defend yourself,
I can say now,
listen,
I can give a detail. I say, I went, hold on. You're talking, let me answer you. You said to me that it says outside. I will go with you. I can say now, I went to Washington, D.C. But Washington, D.C. is not just by entering the city. I can be in the border of Washington, D.C. I can be a mile inside Washington, D.C. and I can be in the middle of Washington, D.C. So each one of them, he is giving extra details. So one is saying that the prophet have to die in Jerusalem. The other one saying that he died in that location, which is still for both of them, Jerusalem.
How you're understanding this verse is you're using certain terms. How I'm understanding the verses, I'm going to use the terms by your own scholars and historical narrative.
You know, my friend.
Now, the second
let us make an agreement. Let us make an agreement. Let us make an agreement. Me and you. Let us make an agreement.
My second.
I will tell you. I will let you talk. Let us make an agreement before we talk about. Before we talk about the scholars.
I just want to make the second point, please.
Do you agree with the
scholars? You made 2 points.
I will make you make the point before we talk about scholars. Do you agree with the scholars? Do you agree with the scholars?
But you cut me off.
Do you agree with the scholars? Before we talk about them, before we talk about those who you call them scholars, do we agree with the scholars? So if I show you now a scholar, he says something, do you promise me you will accept?
And to accept the scholar's statement. I'm just making for the.
Oh, so you are using anyone, you call him a scholar, or anyone call him a scholar. So he don't agree with me, so we use him.
Fine,
so,
let's leave the scholars out of the equation.
No, hold on. You see, here you are being hypocrite again. Either you are a person who agree with the scholars, whatever who you call them scholars they are, or we don't agree with them. So do you agree with the scholars? Do you agree with the scholars or you don't?
I don't.
You don't?
Why would I agree with them?
So why you are quoting me a scholar? Myself, I never heard of him.
I'm quoting you. I'm quoting the scholars for the audience because those are the people who understand the Bible.
Friend,
than you and me.
First of all, when you get a scholar, for us, we don't have a scholar. We have Paul, we have John, we have Luke, we have Mark, we have the disciples.
Yes.
We don't follow anyone. Anyone, he can say whatever he wants. I can call myself a scholar. You can call yourself a scholar. And here you see the hypocrisy. When I mention to you the scholar, you don't want to follow a scholar, but you are the one who is bringing me a scholar to prove your points. So how you don't accept a scholar, but you are bringing me a scholar?
I wasn't using the scholar's term to prove my point. I'm just saying for the audience that there are scholars who understand the Bible better than me and you.
There is a scholars. They are laughing at you, and already we answered you.
Okay, fine, whatever.
No, what do you mean whatever? What do you mean whatever? What do you mean whatever? When you say to me that Mecca and what around it, Mecca and what is around it mean even Pakistan, and then you say to me, a scholar, he said, if Jesus he died 500 meters away from the center of Jerusalem, that means this is a contradiction. That is your stupidity. And let me ask you, does the scholar himself he says this is contradiction?
Does the scholar himself consider this a contradiction?
Yes.
Not that I'm aware of.
So why you are quoting from being a scholar? How he is a scholar? He did not see it as a contradiction.
Okay, well, I just look at how the scholars interpret the verse.
No, my friend, are you quoting me for a scholar? He is seeing this is a contradiction, or he is seeing... Listen, Abdul. Why you call him a scholar? Why you call this guy a scholar? Whoever he is.
I mean, do you want me to not call him a scholar? I would.
I don't know. You call him a scholar.
Really?
So I'm asking you how he earned the title of a scholar. You said to me, I will quote for you a scholar. So he earned the title of a scholar. That means he knew what he's talking about, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Probably from academic.
If the scholar from academic, he did not see it a contradiction. How the fool you decide this is contradiction?
My fool. How did I decide a contradiction? Because I used my mind and common sense.
Okay, as long you are using your mind, as long you are using your mind with common sense. Allah he sent, I never send a messenger except in the tongue of his people. Listen, this is not your logic now. Don't tell me your logic versus Allah logic. When Allah he says we never send a messenger, without being speaking the tongue and have to be from the people. How this verse will fit that Muhammad is a messenger for Pakistan? Go ahead. Your logic, I want to hear it.
Okay, hold on. When you want to make a difference between a message and a messenger, sure, we can draw the distinction here.
Oh, guys,
but I want to make
there's a difference.
Hold on, please.
There's a difference between a message and a messenger.
Wait,
no. We are talking.
No, let me respond.
I want people to take a note. Just wait, guys, take a note. There's a difference between a message. Listen, my friend, I'm a person. I focus in details. So you just said.
Can I please?
You will talk. I will tell you. I have a question for what you said just right now.
Okay,
you said there is a distinguish. You just said, let me talk. Answer the question. Let me give you the question. How you want to answer before the question comes? So how they distinguish between the messenger and the message?
I am not done speaking. I was going to answer your question.
I will not let you continue. You see, for me, I focus in details. I am different from others. You know that. I'm not done speaking. Indian boy, listen, I'm asking you.
My friend. I am not done speaking.
You gave me information. I want you to explain it to me.
Wait. I am not done speaking.
I did not understand. Listen, I want you to explain how we can distinguish between the messenger and the message. Go ahead.
Okay, I will explain it if you let me speak. Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, the first point which is I just recently made, and the second point before I start.
No. Stop with the first one. Then we go to the second one by one. How we can distinguish between the message and the messenger?
How do you get to make 2 points, but I don't?
One by one, you have to explain to me. I did not understand the first point. You are the teacher. You are the teacher. You made a poo-poo. You just made a poo-poo, and you want to cover it. So before you go to point number 2, we will go. We have time. I will stay with you until tomorrow. So the first point you made, can you please explain it to us, please? You are the genius. How we can distinguish? How we can distinguish between the message and the messenger? Go ahead.
Sure. Before I do that, you keep deflecting your arguments against Islam and not actually defending the Bible. Second things, the message can be understood by a lot of people, but the language it has to be spoken on. Yes, when you want to send a messenger to people, of course, it has to be the language you're speaking, and you're not going to send an English-speaking messenger to an Arabian city and speak English with them. No, you're going to send an Arabic message that can be understood by all mankind.
Why?
Through different means.
Why? What do you mean?
Why can it? Why can it be understood?
Arabic? Did you just say you should send a message can be understood by all mankind?
Yes, a message can be understood.
So how a person who do not know Arabic, he can understood when the Quran make it clear that we order to make it clear for them, we are sending it in their language, and the Prophet himself, he have to be from the people.
That's why I made a distinction between the message and the messenger. The message can be understood through different means. It was never, how do I say it? So it was never limited to one language. It was translated to other languages.
Is that what the verse saying?
Well, the verse saying is that we are going to send a messenger to people speaking their own language. Yes, and that verse do not disagree.
What is that language?
It could be any language the people are speaking.
You are a liar.
We're going to send a messenger.
You are a liar. You are a professional liar. Isn't it the Quran says we send it as a pure Arabic?
I'm telling you about this verse and the messenger. Listen to me.
I ask you what is the language. I ask you what is the language of the message. You said to me it can be translated to any languages.
The language of the Quran is Arabic.
The Quran, no, it's not only the language of the Quran is Arabic. It's not that you are a fraud. It says it clear here. We send it with the Quran have no foreign words in it. Quran and Arabian غير ذي عوج, chapter 39, verse number 28. So you just said to me something. You are making fun of the Quran. You are extinguishing the light of Allah. Look what happened. So now we have differentiate between the message and the messenger. Shut up for a second, please, and I will let you talk, and we will talk, both of us. Okay. So we distinguish between the message and the messenger. Okay, let us distinguish. But the verse saying we never send a messenger except from the people. From the people. Why? So he speak the tongue of the people. So now we have connection. We can separate them. So the prophet have to be from the people because he should speak their own origin, clear language. Of course, thank you. And then when I asked you how that will work to be for Pakistan, he said we can translate.
Yes.
But the verse says, no, Allah will not send the messenger to a people. Listen, let us connect. He will not send the messenger to any people, except if he is from the people. Does it say that, or I'm making things up?
My friend, what I said that we're not going to send a message to any people, but unless they're going to speak that language, I said depends on the language these people speak. If God wanted to send a message to Americans, he would have to speak English. Of course, I'm not disagreeing with.
So did Allah send the message? Did Allah send Quran to people of Pakistan in their language?
No, but it's not limited to Arabic. It can be translated.
Hold on.
The message.
You see, I don't know who is the stupid here. You call me, and you supposedly are smart, and now you are making bigger
yes,
so hold on. Where here it says that when Allah he said we never send, that's mean never happened, even for Muhammad, never send.
Are you reading the verse?
Hold on. Yes, I'm reading the verse.
It's talking about a messenger, not the message.
No, he's talking about the message and the messenger, and you are a fraud. It's in front of you. Okay, no, read it. Okay, can you read it for us? Can you read it for us? Read it, go ahead.
Okay, and we did not send any messenger except speaking in the language of his people to state clearly for them. And Allah sends astray thereby whom he wills and guides whom he wills, and he is exalted in might.
Okay, so
yeah, it's talking about
when the messenger he spoke the message, did he speak it in the language of the people?
Yes.
To make it what? To make it clear. Do we agree?
Yes, to make it clear.
Okay, so when Muhammad he spoke in Arabic, he made it clear to the Arab, but he did not make it clear to the Pakistani.
Yes, but we can make it clear to the Pakistani by translating
the message. Okay, so you are saying now that you are fixing the logic of Allah. Allah was a fool.
I'm not fixing the logic.
No, but you just said we
I'm
will make
literally
it.
telling you
You just said that Allah. You are not only making fun of Allah. You are saying Allah is not God. He's a liar, because you just said we will make it clear to the Pakistani. So look, but the Quran saying Allah will never send the message.
He's making it clear for the Arabs.
One who said
He's making it clear for the Arab.
To the Arab, exactly. Are you an Arab?
Yeah, exactly. So if he's making it clear to the Arab, what prevents us to translate the message to other people?
Are you an Arab?
Yes, I'm an Arab, alhamdulillah.
Speak to me in Arabic.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
What does that mean?
It means it's peace be upon you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I mean peace upon?
Peace be upon you, yes.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah mean peace be upon you. Okay. Yeah, okay. So listen. But this is not, you don't speak to me in Arabic. Can you talk to me in Arabic? I mean, this sentence, anyone know it? شو اخبارك؟
الحمد لله.
ايش تعمل؟
اتكلم معك.
شنو تشتغل؟
ما اشتغل، انا في المدرسة عمري 17 سنة.
اوكي. هذا صغير. صديق صغير. So listen.
No.
So as long you are a صغير, not big, when Allah he said we never send a message except by the tongue of the people.
Yeah.
He mentioned
a messenger.
He mentioned the word a messenger, and the message is the messenger too, because the messenger he will deliver a message. That's why he's called a messenger. Don't you agree?
Yes, he's saying a messenger will speak the tongue of his people.
Yeah.
Clearly for them.
When it says, okay, so did Allah send Muhammad speaking the tongue of Pakistan? Obviously, you agreed. You said no, right?
Yeah.
And you said, you said we will make it clear. You said.
I said we'll make the message clear. Yes.
Okay, so it's not Allah. So it's not Allah who made it clear.
It's not Allah who made it clear.
Yeah, you said you will make it clear.
He made it clear for the Arabs, for us, and it's my duty to spread the religion. Yes.
No, this is not the case. It says here,
It is my duty.
Who is the one? Hold on. Who is the one who will make it clear to the people? Allah or you?
In this verse, Allah will guide whom He wills. Yes.
This is not the question. Who is the one who will make the message clear? Allah or you?
Depends on the decree of Allah. If He wants to make it clear for them, He would. But
guys, depend on the decree of Allah. Okay, the decree of Allah is in front of you. Allah, He sent it. He said, I will never have an exception. This is a decree, correct?
Allah never said He will never have an exception.
Well, the front, if you read it, it says we never have sent a messenger ever.
We did not send any messenger except in speaking the language of His people to state
So
clearly
this is his
for
decree.
them. Yes,
His decree is that the message have to be in the language of the people, and the messenger have to be from the people. In order to what? To make it clear to them. Them who? Those who speak the language, correct?
Of course, if someone wants to read the Arabic or
no, it's
read
not.
the
Of
Quran,
course, if somebody wants to read Arabic, this is what it is. So now Allah, He confirmed them, which means anyone He want to send him a message, whoever them is, He will send through two ways. Number one, the messenger have to be from the people. Number two, he have to speak the language of the people. It's not you who will make it clear.
No. And by the way,
yes or no? What do you mean? I did not hear you.
No, I agree with you. And by the way, I'm just gonna make it clear.
Yeah, but this mean what you said to me is a fraud. Okay, and now let me ask you: as long you can make the Quran, as long you can make the Quran clear to us, can you explain to us chapter number 1, verse number 1? Chapter of An-Najm, verse number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Surah Al-Fatiha, you mean?
No, An-Najm.
Surah Al-Najm. Okay. By the stars when they fade away.
Okay, what does that mean? Explain it to me.
By the stars when they fade away, when the stars fade away from the sky.
What does that mean?
You're asking me to give you a meaning of something so simple.
Guys, it's so simple. Didn't he just say so simple? Okay, so simple. What does it mean?
It means that the stars will fade away.
What does that mean?
What does okay, so you want me to define when the stars fade away? When you look at the
stars, have you ever heard of a star fading away? What does that mean? In Arabic, first of all, it says you claim to speak Arabic and you don't. وَالنَّجْمُ إِذَا هَوَى. Hawa mean fell down.
Oh. No, it says your fellow is neither misguided nor
let the guy let the guy next to you speak to me. Maybe he's smarter. Let him help. Let him join you.
He could call you if he wants. He's from a different side. But in the translation it says by the stars when they fade away. I never read the Arab.
Okay.
But in other translation,
but hold on. You are the one who said to me. You are the one who said to me that we Arab, we can make it clear to them in Pakistan, right?
Yes.
Okay. I gave you just a little. I gave you 3 words, and you failed.
Yeah, but that's not the whole thing.
Huh?
You're showing one part, but I'm asking you the message as a whole is submitting to God.
No problem.
And that is
if the first sentence you could not understand, we can go to the second one.
Understand.
But how we can go? Like, I mean, shouldn't we open the door of the car before we start driving? You failed to open the car of the. So listen. So I ask you, when Allah He says, وَالنَّجْمُ إِذَا هَوَى, what does that mean? You have no idea. Huh?
No, you asked me. You told me to read the verse, and I told you when the stars fade away. I do understand what it means.
Where it says when the stars fall down. Where it says in Arabic when the stars fade away. I'm asking you where it says that.
But that's in the translation.
What the word hawa mean? You see? Okay, hold on. Okay,
you didn't ask me. You
didn't
ask
hold on. You just said this is what the translation saying. So you could not understand it in Arabic, so you went to the English to understand it now.
No. You asked me to read it. You didn't tell me to read it in Arabic. I'll read it in Arabic.
I asked you what it does it mean. I did not ask you to read it in any language. I said, what does verse mean? I said to you, go to chapter An-Najm, verse number 1, and tell me what does it mean. So now you could not understand it in Arabic, so you went to the translation.
I know what it means. I literally told you what it means.
No, you said to me when you told me when the stars fade away. There's no such a thing there. Where it says they fade away? What the word hawa mean?
It could mean disappear, or it could mean descend, or it could mean fade away.
Hawa mean this went away?
Hawa, I think the way I use means disappear.
So listen. So look what happened now.
Yes.
We can explain the Quran to people who they are in Pakistan because we understand the message. but we could not understand 2 words in the message.
No, you don't understand it. How can you say I don't understand it? I just told you what it means.
Okay, hold on. Are you saying that your God Allah did lie?
No, he didn't lie.
Okay, so when Allah he said nobody understand the Quran save Allah, are you saying to me that you understand the message when Allah is the only one who understands the Quran?
No, Allah says there are verses which he only understands.
Okay, why only him would understand?
Because they were supposed to be revealed at the Judgment Day.
But he revealed it now.
We call them mutashabihat, and this is not something we deny.
Okay, my friend.
Yeah.
Allah he said, I never send a message except by the tongue of the people to the people in order to make it clear. And now you are saying to me, Allah he sent the message is not clear.
No, he sent a message that we're not supposed to know the meaning of. There is a difference. There is a part of the verse where
it says these verses we understand their meaning in the Judgment Day. Can you show me? I want to learn from you.
We will understand the meaning at Judgment Day?
Yeah, you just said that to me.
I might be wrong, but that's what I heard.
So are you wrong or right?
What I'm not wrong about.
Are you giving me a fabricated answer? Because when you say I might be wrong, that means you are answering without knowledge.
Not necessarily.
What does that mean?
I just want to confirm my. What does that
mean? Not necessarily. Maybe depend. This is your answer.
No, I said I want to confirm my knowledge.
Look what the Quran says, just to show you that you're ignorant like your prophet. It says, and those who they are the ulama, those are the one who say we believe, not the one who understand.
Sorry, repeat that. I was looking for the evidence.
The verse says, and none knows its interpretation save only Allah. And those firmly noted in knowledge, they say we believe. So a Muslim scholar in Islam is not the one who know the meaning, is the one who say I believe.
Yes, but I'm telling you, there's.
So you are now a scholar. Hold on. Look what happened when we spoke about you mentioned to me scholars. And I asked you, is a scholar is somebody who knew what he's talking about? Hold on. You said to me, a scholar is someone who knows what he's talking about for sure. I said, wonderful. But now in Islam, you are a scholar, you as a scholar, because you do not know. This is what the Quran is saying. Yeah. Those who they are firmly in knowledge, those who they are firmly in knowledge is the one who say we believe, but we do not know the meaning.
Bro, listen, that's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you there are verses where mutashabihat, where only Allah knows the meaning of. It's not that he sent it to confuse us or anything. He told us that only Allah knows the meaning of. He told us that only him knows it. He's not
okay, hold on. You see, when I mentioned to you that Allah, because I'm trying to make you, I'm trying to help you to understand. When Allah he says we never send the message except in the tongue of the people. And then you said to me, you continue reading the second part, and you said, and Allah, he deceive who he will, and he guide who he will, correct?
Which verse?
Chapter 14, verse number 4.
He guides who he wills, not deceives.
He what?
He misguides who he wills, and he guides who he wills.
Guys, he misguided. He corrected me. Thank you for correcting me. My Arabic is not good. Thank you. So guys, he misguided. He did not deceive. So now we knew why Allah he sent the Quran. Allah he sent the Quran to make it clear to them in order to deceive them as he will and to guide them as he will.
That's only your conclusion of it.
This is not my opinion. The verse saying that. No, you are the one who said you are the one who jumps supposed to correct me, and you said to me, no, Allah he don't deceive, he misguide. What does that mean? No, deceive.
I'm telling you, my friend, is that Allah can do whatever he wills. I don't deny that. However, you asked me about these mutashabihat verses. I'm telling you, Allah did not deceive us there, did not confuse us. He told us that these verses, he only knows them, like Alif Lam Mim.
Okay. No, I get Alif Lam Mim. Okay. But this is not the question now. Listen, I'm connecting the two together.
No, this is the question.
When Allah, he misguide. You are the one who used the word misguide. You are the one who corrected me, correct? You said misguide.
That's what the verse says. He misguides whoever he wills.
According to you, I am misguided, correct?
According to me, it's misguided. That's what the experts who translate the Quran say.
No. According to you, I am misguided, correct?
According to me, you are misguided.
Yeah.
I do believe so. You are misguided. Yes.
Okay, but according to you, the one who misguided me is Allah.
No.
You are the one who said to me, the one who misguided is Allah.
Allah misguides who He wills. Allah.
Yeah.
There
So
is
are
no
you
proof
saying to
Allah
me? Are you saying to me, Allah? It's not Allah will who misguided me.
No, I'm telling you, Allah misguides who He wills. If He
Okay,
wants
so I'm
to
asking you,
misguide,
when
He will
if
do so.
I am misguided, who misguided me?
If you are misguided, who misguided you? You, my friend. There is no Allah misguided. There are certain people who Allah who will misguide, as it says in the verse.
Where in the verse it says there is certain people left? It says there's two parts.
He will misguide
Listen,
who
potato.
He will.
Listen, potato. Listen. It says Allah He misguide according to you, misguide, not deceive. Who He will and guide who He will. There's no third party. So the whole world is between two. Either the one misguided by Allah or the one who is guided by Allah. Are you against the verse now?
Listen. Ever heard of the analogy that I can lead a horse to a puddle of water, but I can't force the horse to drink water?
No,
That's
you
literally
can.
the best
No, you
way I
can. No, you
explain it.
can. You do not know your religion. Obviously, you have no idea what are you talking about. When a person
No,
he
I'm
have
telling you, this is
person
literally what it is.
when a person he have sex, did he choose to have sex and fornication? Is it his choice?
Yes.
So your prophet he did lie because your prophet, and I put the hadith for you in the screen.
No, I
It
didn't
says
lie.
here.
I believe in compatibilism.
It says
If this
here,
is about discrimination and free will, I know I believe in compatibilism. It's both by the decree of Allah, but that's a different topic.
no,
It's both
not
by
different topic because it is the one who did. This is very important topic. Are you saying to me that the one who do fornication only is that one is for sure misguided by Allah?
I said I do believe in compatibilism, and that's not the topic. We have
What is
deviated away
compatibilism?
from.
What does that mean? I'm asking you. The one who did fornication. Please, I want
It means when.
No, I
It
want
means when
I want
divine.
an answer. When a person commit fornication, is that because Allah he forced him,
I'm
or
gonna
it was
explain
his
it to
choice?
you. I'm gonna explain it to you. It's
Okay.
when the person's free will is compatible with God's divine determination. So when we believe that everything is determined by Allah, but we believe that is compatible with our free will.
What does that mean?
Like, you want me to go over a philosophical study of compatibilism? Because
I can
I
tell
told
you.
you that's
I can tell you are a philosopher. So just to make it simple, you are genius, my friend. So when somebody had sex with women, she is not his. Did he have a free will to do it?
Yes.
What is the proof?
The proof is like from the Quran.
I have in front of you. I have a proof in front of you. Your prophet
I
explained.
told you I do. We in the Islamic doctrine we do affirm compatibilism.
This is not true.
I don't see a problem with that.
This is not true. You are a liar. Your prophet saying,
Oh.
verily Allah have fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in which he has of necessity must commit. Does it say you cannot commit or you must commit?
Yes, he is not asking you to commit or not commit.
No. It's not.
I don't get the question
He
you're
is
asking.
forcing you to commit. Is that correct? He is forcing you. Necessity must commit.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Does it say must commit?
I told you.
Does it say must commit?
I told you I believe in divine.
I don't care what you believe. Your prophet is talking. You shut up and you respect him. He said you must commit. Explain to me the must commit part.
Oh, you're quoting a hadith, right?
So
okay, can you repeat that? Because I wasn't paying attention.
Shall I quote you, not quote Muhammad now? You are the prophet.
No, you're quoting the hadith. I want to know what the hadith says because I didn't hear
it's
you.
in front of you on the screen. Go ahead.
No, I'm not looking at your stream. I'm looking at you calling.
I just read it for you. Look on the screen. Why you not look?
Yeah.
So you can see it. We don't want you.
I'm not on YouTube. That's why I don't see the screen.
Okay, it says, verily Allah, Muhammad said, verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in and which he of necessity must commit.
The adultery of the eye is lustful look, and the adultery of the tongue is litigious speech, and the heart desires and ears, which the parts may or may not put into effect.
So?
No, as of that hadith, I cannot explain it to you because I myself, I don't think I can give you an answer. I don't want to give you the wrong answer or anything.
Okay, take care. You just gave me the wrong answer already, and now you don't want to give me the wrong answer because we got you busted? So look at those liars. When they want, there is a contradiction. When they want, there is no contradiction. When they want, the Quran is clear. When they want, the Quran is not clear. When they want, we can explain Islam to you. When they want, I'm not sure. When they want, it depends. When they want, I don't know. Maybe, oh, the Prophet said. Oh, okay. So, unbelievable, deceiving cult. When your prophet, he explained what he meant in the Quran. And this is in a clear Arabic, and you claim you speak Arabic. And then now, after reading it, you do not know what it means. How come suddenly you jump to be a potato? You do not know what that is. It's very simple. It says necessity must commit, must commit. When I say to you, the Quran says, Allah deceive. You said to me, no, misguide. That's genius. People, Allah don't deceive. Allah, he misguide. And then he say, am I misguided for you or not? They say, yes, Allah misguided me. He says, not, no, you misguided yourself. But the Quran says different. The Quran divide the whole earth into two groups. One is misguided by him, and one is misguided by him. Let us take another Abdul. Maybe this guy is smarter.